Hello friends, this is me, Mehvish, your host. Welcome back to our YouTube channel, Best Book for You. I hope you all are well and doing great. Today I am back with another video to continue our UCAT test preparation questions. But before we move towards the UCAT test preparation, I want to tell you about this website that we have, which is www.bestbookforyou.co.uk. So this is our website on which you can find every best-selling book, the books that I had reviewed on this channel, and many more other books are also available on our website. So if you wanted to buy it for yourself because you want to read it or you wanted to gift it to your friends or family, you can visit our website right now and buy these books on best prices. You can also get more or less on some selected books. So when you visit it, you will get to know. So in addition to these books, we also have this product. You can see the picture on the slide. And this is A1 5-star LED handheld shower head with hose and bracket. So this utilizes bioactive stones for eco-pure water filtration. It balances pH levels, resulting in weak alkaline water. The best thing, it promotes healthier, smoother skin and stronger hair. So if you are interested in buying these products, you can use this keyword on amazon.uk and buy it right now. Now I'd like to start with something funny. I heard about this 92-year-old man. He wasn't feeling up to par. So he went to the doctor. A few days later, the doctor saw him out walking in the park with this beautiful young lady by his side, and he seemed as happy as can be. The doctor said, "Wow, you sure are feeling well, a lot better, aren't you?" He said, "Yes, doctor, I'm just following your orders. You said get a hot mama and stay cheerful." The doctor said, "I didn't say that. I said you got a heart murmur, be careful." He heard what he wanted to hear. Okay, now moving towards the questions that we are going to continue it from the question number 28. We have completed our 27 questions of the Venn diagram portion from the decision making subtest. So we have the question number 28, which is: a survey was conducted to find the type of assets that a group of people have. Okay, so we have this Venn diagram with some shapes. So first shape, this rectangle represents the land, and then this hexagon represents building. Then we have this, you can see a rhombus. It represents fixtures and fittings, and a circle represents motor vehicles. Okay, so the question is, based on the diagram, which statement is true about all the people in the group who have the greater number of assets? Option A, they have all 4 assets. Option B, they do not have buildings. Option C, they do not have motor vehicles. Option D, they have land, fixtures and fittings. Okay, so we have these 4 options. So let's see which one is the correct option. Okay, first we have option A, which is incorrect because there is no region with all 4 shapes overlap. Okay, so the option which is they have all 4 A sets is incorrect. Okay, then we have option B, which is incorrect because the maximum number of shapes that overlap is 3: the hexagon, rhombus, and rectangle, or the circle, rectangle, and rhombus. Therefore, the people in the group that have the greatest number of A sets may have buildings. So that's why the option B, which is they do not have buildings, is incorrect. Okay, next we have option C. It is also incorrect. Okay, so this option C is also incorrect for the same reason as above. The circle, rectangle, and rhombus overlap. So the people in the group that have the greatest number of A sets may have motor vehicles. Okay, then we have the option D, which is correct because the rectangle and fixtures and fittings feature in both A set of 3 overlapping shapes. Therefore, land and fixtures and fittings are the 2 assets owned by all the people in the group who have the greatest number of assets. So the option D, which is they have land, fixtures, and fittings, is the correct. So we have the question that based on the diagram, which statement is true about all the people in the group who have the greatest number of assets? So option D, that the land, fixtures, and fittings are the people in the group who have the greater number of assets. Okay, next question. The 4 shapes below represent the personal preferences of a group of people. Each person belongs to at least one of these categories, and some may belong to more. First, we have this triangle that is like chocolate, then a scare, drink milk. Then we have this rounded rectangle, go to the gym. Then we have an oval, love cats. So here we have a Venn diagram using these 4 shapes. Okay, and then we have a question that based on the diagram, which of the following statements is correct that are given below? So we have option A, no person who likes chocolate also loves cats. Option B, no person who loves cats also goes to the gym. Option C, everyone who goes to the gym also drinks milk. Option D, everyone who drinks milk also goes to the gym. So we have these 4 statements and we have to choose the correct one. So option A is incorrect because there are regions in the like chocolate set that overlap with the love cat set. So option A, which is no person who likes chocolate also love cats. So this one is the incorrect option. Okay, so then we have option B. It is incorrect because there are regions in the love cats set that overlap with the go to the gym set. That's the reason that is option B, which is no person who loves cats also goes to the gym, is incorrect. Okay, so here We have option B is also incorrect. Then we will look towards the option C. It is incorrect because the diagram shows it is possible to go to the gym and not drink milk. So that's the reason because of which the option C, which is everyone who goes to the gym also drinks milk, is incorrect. Then we have option D, which is correct because the drink milk set is a subset of the go to the gym set. So that's why the option D, which is everyone who drinks milk also goes to the gym, is the correct option. So here we have this diagram. Okay, and the question was which of the following statement is correct by using this diagram. So we can say that option D is correct because everyone who drinks milk also goes to the gym. So here we have go to the gym, this shape, and the drink milk square. So rounded rectangle and square shape is the subset, as you can see in this diagram, like this one. So that's why the option D is correct option. Okay, next question, that is, as part of their progression through a large company, employees were judged their skills. The diagram shows the number of employees with various skills. So we have first literacy skills, motor skills, then numeracy skills, and then we have team skills. Then we have this Venn diagram, as you can see, like this. And the question is, how many employees were judged as having exactly 3 skills? So option A, 16, option B, 17, option C, 20, and option D is 23. So these are the 4 number of people, and we have to tell that which number of people are the ones who having exactly 3 skills at the same time. Okay, so first we have option A, which is incorrect because it is calculated using the region where all 4 shapes overlap and omits the region where the oval, trapezium, and hexagon overlap. So that's why the option A, which is 16, is incorrect for this question. Then we have option B, which is correct because 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 2 equals to 17, which are the numbers from where 3 shapes overlap. And so that's why option B, which is 17, is the correct option. Then we have option C, which is 20. So C is incorrect because it calculates the regions where 3 shapes overlap and the region with the hexagon and the irregular quadrilateral overlap. So the option C, that is 20, is incorrect because of this reason. Then we have option D, which is incorrect because it calculates the regions where 3 shapes overlap and the region where all 4 shapes overlap. So that is the reason because of which the option D, which is 23, is incorrect. So we have the option B is correct because 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 2. So here we have, okay, you can take a look. We have this 3 plus 5 plus 7, and then we have this 2. So because of this we can add these 4 numbers and we have the right option is 17, which is the option B. So we can say option B is the correct option, which is 17. So the question was, how many employees were judged as having exactly 3 skills? So we can say 17 are the number of employees were judged as having exactly 3 skills. Okay. Next we have a group of people were asked about the types of venue they had attended in the last year. The diagram gives some information about their replies. So first we have shape, it represented concert. The second one, cinema. Then we have this theater, and then we have this stadium. Down we have the Venn diagram using these 4 shapes and some numbers. So the question is, how many of these people had gone to know more than 2 types of venue? Option A, 17. Option B, 19. Option C, 61. Then we have option D, which is 63. Okay, so we have these 4 options. So option A is incorrect because it calculates people who had visited only 2 venues. So 17 are the number of peoples who had visited only 2 venues, not more than the 2. Then we have option B. It is incorrect because it calculates people who had visited 2 and 3 types of venue. So that's why option B, that is 19, is incorrect because these number of people had visited 2 and 3 types of venue. Okay, then we have option C, which is incorrect. Sorry, which is correct because 10 plus 16 plus 13 plus 5 equals to 44. People visited just one venue. And 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 8 equals to 17. Visited exactly 2 venues. Therefore, 44 plus 17 equals to 61. So option C, which is 61, is the correct number of people who had exactly visited 1 and 2 venues. Okay, then we have option D. It is incorrect because it calculates those who had visited no more than 3 types of venue. So 63 is incorrect because it does not visit more than 3 types of venues. Okay, so here we have option B. C is correct. Let's see what the question was. The question was, how many of these people had gone to know more than 2 types of venue? So we have the option C is correct because first we have to look at these 4 values, 10, 16, 13 and 5. Okay, we have these 10, 10, 16, 13 and 5. Sorry, again 10, 16, 13 and 5. So we have these 4 values that when we add them it will come to the 44. Okay, then we have the next one, which is 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 8. So let's see where these values are. 4 plus 3 plus 2 and plus 8. So here we have the 4, then we have 8, then we have this 2, and then we have this 3. Okay, so these are the four numbers that when we add them, we will have the 17. So when we add 44 plus 17, 61, which is the option C. So that's why we have 61 are the number of peoples that had gone to no more than two types of venue. Okay. Next question. The diagram gives some information about the music preferences of 51 people. The music genres included are blues, folk, jazz, and rock. So this shape represented blues. Then we have jazz, folk, and rock. So these four shapes represented these four bands, and by using these shapes we have this Venn diagram and some number of peoples, as you can take a look at this. So the question is, based on the diagram, which of the following statements is correct? Option A, fewer people liked folk than those who liked jazz. Option B, more than twice as many people liked rocks as those who did not like rock. Option C, more people did not like jazz than those who did not like blues. Option D, the most popular genre had over twice as many likes as the least popular genre. Okay, so we have these four statements. We have to take a look which one is incorrect and which one is the correct statement. Okay, so first we have option A, which is incorrect because 1 plus 5 plus 3 plus 6 equals to 15 people liked folk, and 4 plus 10 equals to 14 people liked jazz. So more people like folk than jazz. So we have the option A, which is fewer people like folk than those who like jazz, is the incorrect option. Next we have option B. It is incorrect because 5 plus 7 plus 4 plus 9 plus 3 is 28. People liked rock, and 6 plus 10 plus 6 plus 1 is equals to 23 people did not like rock. So less than twice as many people like rock as those who did not like rock. So that's why the option B, which is more than twice as many people liked rock as those who did not like rock. That's the reason, which is because option B is incorrect. Okay. Next we have option C, which is correct because 6 plus 7 plus 1 plus 5 plus 3 plus 9 plus 6 equals to 37 people that did not like jazz. And 4 plus 9 plus 3 plus 6 plus 6 plus 10 equals 32 people did not like blues. So more people did not like jazz than those who did not like blues. So this is the reason because of which the option C, which is more people did not like jazz than those who did not like blues. This is because option C is the correct option. Okay. Okay, last we have the option D, which is incorrect because the most people genre is rock and the least people genre is jazz, which is exactly twice the amount of people. So that's why the option D, which is the most popular genre, had over twice as many likes as the least popular genre. Okay, so we have the option C is correct. So we have these following amounts, or you can say numbers: 6 plus 7 plus 1 plus 5 plus 3 plus 9 plus 6. Okay, that is equals to 37. So first we have this numbers. We have 6, then plus 1 plus 5 plus 3 plus 9, and then we have this 6 again. When we add these numbers, we have 37. Okay, then next we have 4 plus 9 plus 3, 4 plus 9 plus 3 plus 6 plus 10 equals to 32. 4, 9, 3, 6, 10. Okay, so here we have 4, 9, 3, 6, and 10. So we have these values in one, and when we add them, we have the 32. So we 37 people that did not like jazz and the 32 people that did not like blues, which is because we have the right option is the option C, that more people did not like jazz, that is number of 37, than those who did not like blues, which is 32 number of people. So that's why option C is the correct statement. Okay, next question, that is question number 33. First we have this passage. Some people were asked which flavors they liked from toffee, curry, and mint. Everyone liked at least one flavor. The number of people who liked curry flavor only was half the number of people who liked both toffee flavor and mint flavor only. So 5 people liked all 3 flavors. So if the people who liked curry flavor are represented by an oval, the people who liked toffee flavor by a square, and the people who liked mint flavor by a pentagon, then which of the following diagrams best represents the information that is given in this passage? So in the options, we have these 4 diagrams in the following 4 options, and you have to choose one correct Venn diagram. Okay, so first we have option A, which is incorrect because only 4 people liked all 3 flavors. So here we have this 4 is common. Sorry, again we have 4 is common in all the 3 shapes, the pentagon, oval, and the square. So it means only 4 number of people are the ones who liked all these 3 flavors. Because of this reason, the option A is incorrect. Next we have this Venn diagram. So option B is correct because 5 people liked all 3 flavors, and the number of people who liked curry flavor, only 4, was half the number of people who liked both toffee flavor and mint flavor, only 8. So we have the option B is correct, that 5 is the number of people who liked all the 3 flavors, and then we have the 4 is the number of people that liked only the curry flavors, and 8 are the number of people who liked the toffee flavors and the mint flavors. So because of this reason, because of these numbers, we have the correct option is option B. But let's see the other two options also, that why are they incorrect. Then we have the option C, which is incorrect, as 6 people liked only curry and 3 people liked both toffee flavor and mint flavor only. Okay, so here we have C. 6 people only liked curry flavor and 3 people who liked curry and mint flavor. So that's the reason because of which the option C is also incorrect. Next we have option D. You can see and take a look at the fourth diagram. So we have option D is incorrect, as 5 people. So option D is incorrect, as 5 people liked only curry and 7 people liked both toffee flavor and mint flavor only. So that's why the option D is also incorrect, which is that 5 people only liked curry and the 7 people are the number of people who like toffee flavors and the mint flavors. So because of these numbers, we have the option D is also incorrect option. Okay, so here we have the option B is correct, and we have the question that which one of the following diagrams best represent the information that is given in this passage. That everyone liked at least one flavor and the number of people who liked curry flavor only was half the number of people who liked both toffee flavor and mint flavor only, and 5 people liked all 3 flavors. So here we have option B is correct, because 5 are the people who liked all the 3 flavors, 4 are the ones who liked only curry flavors, because it is the half of the numbers of the 8 who liked both toffee flavors and the mint flavors. So that's why option B is the correct diagram. Next question. The following symbols represent different ways of commuting work. First we have our square shape that represents bus, a triangle shape that represents train, and a bicycle that represents an oval. So we have this information that more people used a bus than a bicycle, and more than the half the people who participated in the study commuted by train. So which of the following diagrams best shows this information? Option A, having this diagram. Option B, we have this diagram. We can take a look at the diagrams and the number of people that how are they arranged in every option. So next we have the option C. Again, you can see the arrangement of numbers and then you can decide which one is the correct option. Now we have the option D with these number of arrangements. So let's take a look that which option or which diagram is the correct and which one is the incorrect. First we have option A, which is incorrect because the diagram shows that 36 people took part in the study, but only 5 plus 4 plus 8 equals to 17 used the train. So it fails the second criterion as this is less than half. So that's why the option A, this diagram just in front of you, is the incorrect. Then we have option B with this number of B is incorrect because 8 plus 9 equals to 17 people used a bus, and 7 plus 12 equals to 19 people used a bicycle, so it fails the criterion. Okay, so here we have this 8 plus 9 are the people who use the bus, and then we have the 7 plus 12 are the people who use the bicycle. So because of these number, which the option B is incorrect because of the criteria that is given in this passage, that more people used a bus than a bicycle. But here in the option B, we have the less number of people who use the bus. So because of this, again the option B is incorrect option. Okay, next we have option C, which is correct because 33 people took part in the study, and 12 plus 8 plus 2 equals to 22 used a train, satisfying the second criterion. 8 plus 4 equals 12 people used a bus, and 7 plus 2 equals to 9 people used a bicycle, satisfying the first criterion. Okay, so here we have option C, that we have these number of, first we have 12 plus 2 plus 8 are the number of people who used train. Then we have 8 plus 4 are the ones who used bus. And then we have 7 plus 2 are the number of people who used a bicycle. So all these three numbers are following the criteria that is given in the passage here, that more people used a bus than a bicycle, and more than half the people who participated in the study commuted by train. So this statement is based on this diagram. So that's why option C is the correct. But let's see why the option D is incorrect. So option D is incorrect because 35 people took part in the study, but only 5 plus 8 plus 2 equals to 15 used the train. So it fails the second criterion as this is the less than half. So because of these numbers that are the 5 plus 8 plus 2, this does not follow the criteria that is given in the passage above. That's why the option D is the incorrect option. And we have the right option is option C, this diagram. So the question was that which of the following diagrams best shows the information that is given here. So we have the option C having the correct and the best diagram. Okay, next we have the question number 35, which is trainee chefs were asked how many times they had used the following spices in their cookings. First, we have this triangle that represents cinnamon. Then we have this oval shape which represents cloves. Then we have this ginger. So the statement was that the trainees used cinnamon the same number of times as the used cloves. So here you can take a look at the cinnamon and the cloves shape. So the number of times this shape represents should be the number of times this cloves should be represent. And the second, we have they used exactly 2 of the spices on 14 occasions. So now which diagram best represents this information? First, number given, and option B with these number of arrangements. Then we have option C, that how are numbers arranged in these diagram. Then we have option D with this number of. Okay, so let's take a look which option or which diagram is incorrect and which one is the correct. First we have option A, which is incorrect because they used exactly 2 of the spices on 1 plus 4 plus 8 equals to 13 occasions rather than 14. Okay, so option A is incorrect because the second statement, which was that they used exactly 2 of the spices on 14 occasions. So here we have 1, 4 and 8. When we add these three numbers, it equals to 13. Note the 14. So because of this numbers, we have the option A is the incorrect. Okay, next we have option B, which is incorrect because cinnamon was used 12 plus 2 plus 5 plus 4, which is equals to 23 times, and cloves were used 5 plus 4 plus 8 plus 5 equals to 22 times. So note the same number of times. Okay, here if we look at these numbers that use 2 of the spices on 14 occasions, which is 8, 4 and 2, when we add these numbers, it is equals to the 14, which based on the second information that is given in the passage. But when we look at the first statement that is given in the passage, that the number of cloves and the number of cinnamon should be equal, but here we have cinnamon 12, 2, 5 and 24. When we add these, we have 23. So when we look towards the cloves, which is 5, 8, 4 and then we have 5, which is equals to 22. So these cinnamon and cloves are not equal to each other. So because of this information which does not represent the first information, we have the option B is incorrect. Okay, next we have option C, which is correct because cinnamon and cloves were both used 22 times, and they use exactly 2 of the spices on 5 plus 1 plus 8 equals to 14 occasions. Okay, so here we have so because of this reason the option C is correct. So we have these cinnamon numbers 12 plus 1 plus 5 plus 4 equals to 22, and then we have the cloves numbers, which is 5 plus 8 plus 4 and plus 5. This is equals to again 22. So it means the first information that is given in the passage, which was cinnamon and the cloves number should be equal, is true in this option. Second, we have the two of the spices should be used on the 14 occasions, which is also correct in this option. We have this 5, 8, and then 1. So because this reason it equals to 14, so it also offers or based on the second information, so we have option C is the correct. The last we have the option D, which is incorrect because cinnamon was used 12 plus 1 plus 3 plus 4 equals to 20 times, and the cloves were used 3 plus 4 plus 10 plus 5 equals to 22 times. So not the same number of times they are used. So because of the cinnamon and cloves, that is 12, 1, 3, 4, and again we have 5, 10, 4 and 3. These are not equal to each other, that's why we have the option D is incorrect and option C is the correct option. Okay, next we have the diagram shows information about some people and the types of programs they watched last week. So we have this Venn diagram and some shapes that represents these. First we have soap, documentary, music, comedy, quiz. So the question is, based on the diagram, which of the following statements is true that are given below in these options? First we have option A, that at least one person watched 4 different types of program. Option B, if a person watched a comedy program, then they also watched a quiz. Option C, at least one person watched a music program, a soap, and a quiz. Option D, if a person did not watch a music program, they must have watched a documentary. Okay, so we have these 4 informations in these 4 options. So let's see which one is the correct and which one is the incorrect. So option A is incorrect because there is no part of the diagram where 4 regions overlap. So that's why the option A, which is at least one person watched 4 different types of program, is the incorrect. Second, we have option B, which is correct because the square is embedded in the hexagon. So the option B, which is if a person watched a comedy program, then they also have watched a quiz. Option C is incorrect because the overlap of the pentagon and the trapezium does not overlap the hexagon. So the option C is also incorrect, which is at least one person watched a music program, a soap, and a quiz. Then we have option D, which is incorrect because the region outside the pentagon includes many regions which are not in the triangle. So that's why option D, which is if a person did not watch a music program, they must have watched a documentary. So because of this reason, again we have the option D is the incorrect option. So we have the option B is correct, which is because the square and the hexagon are embedded into each other. So here we have square and the hexagon. As you can take a look, this square and this hexagon embedded with each other, because of which the option B, which is if a person watched a comedy program, then they also watched a quiz. is the right option. Okay. Next we have question number 37. The diagram gives information about the number of students studying courses within a biology department. So we have this Venn diagram. This represented botany, a pentagon. Then we have genetics, ecology, human biology. Based on the diagram, which of the following statements is correct? So you can take a look at this diagram. So first option A is 12 more students study ecology than botany. B, there are 48 students not studying genetics. Option C, there are 21 students who study exactly 2 courses. Option D, 13 more students study human biology than study genetics. So option A is incorrect because the number studying ecology is 32, the number studying botany is 17. So 32 minus 17 equals to 15. So that's why option A, which is 12 more students study ecology than botany, is incorrect. B is correct. Option B is incorrect because 2 plus 7 plus 10 plus 3 plus 2 8 plus 5 plus 7 equals to 44. So option B, which is there are 48 students not study genetics, is the incorrect option. Then we have option C, that the which is correct because 5 plus 2 plus 7 plus 6 plus 1 equals to 21. And the option was that there are 21 students who study exactly 2 courses. Then we have option D, which is incorrect because the number of studying human biology is 5 plus 3 plus 4 plus 7 plus 10 plus 1 equals to 30. The number studying genetics is 4 plus 6 plus 3 plus 1 equals to 14. So when we subtract the 30 from 14, 14 from 30, we have 16 are the number of people who study genetics and in option we have 13 more students study human biology than study genetics. So that's why option D is the incorrect option. And we have the correct option is C because of these numbers that are given in this diagram. That is 5 plus 2 plus 7 plus 6 plus 1 equals to 21. So here we have this 5 plus 2 plus 7 plus 6 and plus 1. When we add these numbers, we have the 21 students, which is the option C, that there are 21 students who study exactly 2 courses. Okay, so which is the correct option and correct statement. Next we have the question number 38. First we have this information in the passage, which is 50 students were asked which types of cultural visits had they made in the last year: cinema, theatre, museum. All students had made at least one visit. No student had been to the theatre and the cinema. 10 students had been to the cinema and the museum. Twice as many had been to the theatre and the museum. 9 students had been to just the museum. 7 students had been to just the cinema. So we have this information given in the passage, and the question is that how many more students had made a visit to the museum than had made a visit to the theater. So we have option A 5, option B 15, option C 19, and option D 25. So option B is the correct option. So here they show you in as the Venn diagram. As you can see that the number of museum is the 9, which is collapsed with the 10, 20 and 0. Then we have cinema 7, 0 and 0, and then 10. Then we have the theater, which is 4, 0, 0 and 20. So the number who made a visit to the museum is 39. The number who made a visit to the theater is 24. So the difference is 15 more. That's why the option B, which is 15, are the number of students who had made a visit to the museum than had made a visit to the theater. Is the option B is the correct option. Okay. Next question is, the diagram gives information about the genres of dance students could study at a college. Okay, so here we have this diagram, Venn diagram. You can take a look at this one. Then we have some folk that represented this shape, a ballet, modern, ballroom. And the question is that based on the diagram, which of the following statements that are given in the options best describes a possible combination of dance courses? So option A is students could study ballroom as well as folk and modern genres of dance. Option B, no one who studied ballet and folk or folk and modern could also study ballroom. Option C, students who study both folk and ballroom could also study ballroom and modern. Option D, no student could study more than 2 genres of dance. So we have these 4 statements in the options. Option A is incorrect because the triangle, that is ballroom, does not have a region in common with the intersection of the pentagon and the rounded rectangle. That's why option A, which is students could study ballroom as well as folk and modern genres of dance, is incorrect. Then we have option D, which is correct because neither the region common to the hexagon and the pentagon, that is ballet and folk, nor the region common to the pentagon and rounded rectangle, that is folk and modern, have a part which overlaps the triangle ballroom. So that's the reason because of which the option B is correct, which is no one who studied ballet and folk or folk and modern could also study ballroom. Next we have option C, which is incorrect because the region common to the pentagon and the triangle does not have a part which overlaps the region common to the triangle and the rounded rectangle. So option C is the incorrect. Then we have option D, which is incorrect because the pentagon, hexagon and rounded rectangle have a region in common, that is folk, ballet, and modern. So again we have the option D, which is no student could study more than two genres of dance, is the incorrect option. So here we have option B is the correct option. Next question is, the diagram gives information about the numbers of students in a whole of residents who had watched four Asian countries play cricket. So here we have this diagram: India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh. The question is, based on the diagram, how many students had watched both India and Pakistan, or had watched Sri Lanka but not Bangladesh? Option A 22, option B 30, option C 53, and option D is 66. Option A is incorrect because it omits the number who just watched Sri Lanka. 30 minus 8 equals to 22. Option B is correct because the region where the square overlaps the hexagon has 10 students. The region of the rounded rectangle outside the rectangle has 26 students, of which 6 also watched India and Pakistan. So 10 plus 26 minus 6 equals to 30. That's why the option B is the correct option. Option C is incorrect because it is the number who watched India 26 and the number who watched Pakistan 30 minus the number who watched Bangladesh, Pakistan and Sri Lanka 3. So that's why option C, which is 53, is incorrect. Then we have option D, which is incorrect because it is the number who watched India and the number who watched Pakistan plus the number who watched Sri Lanka and the number who watched Sri Lanka and Bangladesh. So that's why the option D, which is 66, is the incorrect option, and we have the option B, which is 30, is the correct option, that the 30 are the number of students who had watched both India and Pakistan, or had watched Sri Lanka but not Bangladesh. Next question is, here is some information about the methods some students use to keep fit: cycling, swimming, running. No student used all three methods. 16 students used exactly two methods. 13 students used only running. 12 students used both cycling and swimming. So how many students used running to keep fit? Option A 17, option B 25, option C 29, and option D 41. So we have the option A is the correct response, as we have this diagram. For the cycling we have 12, swimming, and then running. So if we look at this equation, that R plus Q plus 12 equals to 16. So the second equation, R plus Q equals to 4, that is 16 minus 12. Then the number running is 13 plus R plus Q plus 0 equals to 13 plus 4, which is 17. And then we have the option A is the correct option, that 17 are the number of students who used running to keep fit. Next question is, the diagram gives information about courses some medical professionals were interested in taking. So we have medical law, medical ethics, medical IT. 4 of the professionals were interested in all 3 courses. 38 of the professionals were interested in taking just one course. Fewer than 39 of the professionals were interested in medical law, or medical IT, but not medical ethics. So the question is that which diagram best represents the above data? So first we have option A, which is correct. The numbers or criteria that do not satisfy the conditions given in the questions are shown circled. So the only row without a circle is row A. First we have diagram, all three courses and just one course. So option A having three courses, just one course is 38. Then we have B, option B diagram, 4 all three courses, 38 are one course. Then we have C, 5 and 38, and then we have D, 4 and 36. That's why we have the option A is the correct option. This diagram, you can take a look at this one. This represents the above data that is given in the passage here. Okay, so here we have the completed this question. Okay, so here we have completed this section, that is decision making subtest. We have completed all of these questions, all of the 5 parts: the syllogisms, logical puzzles, interpreting information, recognizing arguments, and the Venn diagrams. We have completed all of the 5 portions. And if you have any questions, you can ask me in the comment section. Just feel free to ask anything. And if you like our video, don't forget to press the like button. So I'll be back with another video to continue our next subtest portion. Till then, just take care and goodbye.